If you're ever thinking about getting a Jeep, think about this before you buy, please.
It's just never clean.
Alright, so I'm just heading to the office right now. My brokerage has an office that I go to as well, but I'm heading to my office where I do all of my videos, all of my edits, all of that kind of stuff. I invested in a lot of great stuff. This is what I'm doing. Road to 1,000, baby. I'm about to talk to you guys about how to become an Ontario real estate agent, so stay tuned. Alright, so you're here because you're thinking about becoming a realtor in Ontario. And I'm gonna go through the quick steps. Hopefully it's a quick video. Hopefully I don't ramble too long, but I'm gonna go over the quick steps of what it takes, what you have to do to become a realtor in Ontario. Let's talk about it. Alright, so first, and step one, really what you should do is, if you know anyone who is a realtor, if you know anyone in your family, which you probably do because you live in Ontario, and maybe if you live in the GTA, every single person in the world in the GTA is a realtor. You guys are taking money from me. There's too many. It's just, there's too many. But hey, if you're thinking about joining, what you should do is talk to someone who is a realtor first, get an idea, go through maybe a day or two with them just to see what the ins and outs of real estate is like on a day-to-day basis, because it's a very time-consuming job, very rewarding, but very time-consuming. So I would go and shadow a person for a day or two and just see exactly if this is what you want to really do. Because a lot of people just think it's an easy thing. It is not easy. There's a lot of competition. So I would go, I would shadow a person for a day or two and just realize if this is exactly what I'd want to do or not, okay? Next, this step has changed because it's not the same as it was for me. When I joined, I went through OREA, which was the Ontario Real Estate Association. I took all my classes through there. It's pretty similar now, but it is different. So you're gonna head over to Humber and you're gonna sign up for the real estate program. Basically, the main requirements for signing up for this program is you have to be 18 years old, be a Canadian resident, and have a high school diploma or something equivalent of it. When you're on the website, it'll give you an option for both options if you have a high school diploma or if you don't, but there's two options there and you'll be able to go through both of them. After that, you pay your fee, make your account, and then you're in the school. So the first step of this process, it takes the most time because the schooling does take long. It's 5 courses over a period of 2 years. Depending on what type of learner you are, you could finish that sooner or later. You could take all the time that you need, or you can finish as fast as possible. It really depends on your learning style and how easy it is for you to grasp the information. To be completely honest, I didn't use any of the stuff that I learned in the school. I know some of it's important, but real estate day to day, it's all about relationships and building solid relationships with your clients, because your best clients will refer you to other people, and that's what the business is at the end of the day. The schooling is really just to weed out a lot of people, but again, you have to do it, so what can you do? Once you've done all your courses, you've passed every single course, you now go to the fun part, in my opinion. This was one of the best processes to me, because once you start looking for brokerages, it's like you're really close to being a realtor. I started looking right before my last class, because when you look for a real estate brokerage, you want to interview as many people as possible. That's the one thing that's great about real estate. The employees are the ones who do the interview, which is amazing. You go to the interview, you ask all the questions that you want to ask, and you see what the brokerage can do for you. This part is difficult because it depends on where you are in life. When I first got my real estate license, I was 25. I was 25, and as much as I knew a lot of the people that I knew weren't buying houses at the time. So I didn't have a lot of clients that would be able to work with right away. So leadership was very important to me. When you're choosing a brokerage, don't just select a brokerage based on split. Split is important, but depending on where you are in your career, I think leadership and knowledge is much more important. You have to build a strong foundation, and interviewing a place that says, hey, give me 5% of everything that you make and go out there and make us money, I don't think that's very helpful. In the beginning, I'd much rather join a brokerage that is gonna take more of my money but give me much more knowledge so that I can create more business over the long term. Regardless, I would just say interview as many people as possible. I interviewed 4 brokerages ranging in split, and I ended up choosing the lowest split because I just really wanted to have great leadership. And my first brokerage was Keller Williams, and they taught me a lot. Now I joined a team because I felt like I needed even more guidance, and things are doing great. So if you can join a team, you're gonna be giving up even more split, but again, you get a lot of guidance. And in the beginning, knowledge and experience is worth way more than any paycheck. So personally, find the best realtor in your area, ask them if you can work for them for free. If you're lucky enough to do so, it will pay back so much. So once you've chosen your brokerage, you try to get registered. To get registered, you have to do a criminal background check. It depends on how you, when I did it, I went into the closest police station and I just did it like that. But you can go to commissionaires.com and fill out a quick form. It doesn't take that long for the check to come back, and it costs around $50 to $100, but it's just something that you have to do. Then you're gonna fill out your registration form with your brokerage. Some brokerages might be different, but I did it with my broker of record. We got the document from Rico, filled it out together, and then submitted it. It takes about a week for it to come back from Rico, and then you have to pay your fees. Fees are annual and they get prorated to September, so there's no getting around that, and it's just something that you have to pay. Once you get your ID number, you're ready to trade. I do want to note though, there is a post-registration timeline that you have to complete. It consists of a few e-learning courses, as well as a couple electives and a wrap-up section. And you have a year to complete that, so get it out of the way as early as possible. Do not procrastinate, because if it just creeps up on you, that would suck. And that's it. Now you're a realtor, you've went through it all. So the main question I always get is, do I regret becoming a realtor, or is it a great job? Guys, it's an amazing job. It is a lot of work, and it takes a lot of self-discipline, because you are your own boss at the end of the day. You are responsible for making your own money. So if you want to sit in bed and watch Netflix all day, you can. You have no boss telling you what to do, but that means you're not going to get paid. So you have to set your schedule, you have to follow your schedule, and you have to be as consistent as possible to be successful in this business. This business has no roof. There's no ceiling in terms of what you can make. It's a very rewarding job. It really is. And helping people get into the homes of their dreams, I can't explain that. That's an amazing feeling on its own. But I mean, at the end of the day, you have to be accountable. It's just the way it is. You have to talk to as many people as possible, and you have to be as friendly as possible, but still be able to get a deal done. So am I happy that I chose this career path? You have no idea. It's an amazing job. I would never choose another job. I wish I could have became a realtor early so I could have skipped the first few years, but it's a very rewarding career, and the results are literally what you put into it. So the more hungry you are, the more work you do, the better you're gonna do in the job, which is an amazing feeling, because your work ethic immediately shows in your results. So I just love it. If you're really thinking about it, I would definitely dive in. If you're working with another job right now and you're thinking about leaving that job to become a realtor, look at your financial situation and make your decision based on that. To be honest, compared to other jobs I was looking at, compared to my other jobs, this one is the most rewarding. I love it so much. I couldn't be more happier. So if you found any kind of value in this video, please let me know. Comment down below if you have any other questions regarding real estate. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.